I wanted to talk about the Raspberry Pi computer. What it is, it's a little matchbox size, or it's a little bigger than a matchbox, and it's just a homemade little computer that fits inside a pack of cigarettes, let's say, or a pack of cards. And the things people are doing with this thing is pretty insane. If you could take maybe 8 of these things back to 1980, you could fly the space shuttle with them. That's how powerful they are. The chips themselves that are in it are not particularly powerful, but what they are is very flexible. When you buy a kit, from what I've seen online, they come with a little, it's the motherboard basically, and it has USB, it has Wi-Fi connectivity. I think it depends on how you configure them, but they can come with a wired connection and different types of interface mechanisms. But what you can really do is have several pin controls, so you can actually design your own system to communicate over these things. And you can program using just Linux tools. They run a full-blown Linux operating system on them. They're amazing little devices. What some people have done with these things is just insane. They've sent them up into orbit in little cans to run experiments. And like I said, they can hook them up to sensors, and you can do just insane stuff with it. One of the guys that I watch online had tried to hook one up to a helicopter, little remote control helicopter, to get it to self-stabilize a couple of years ago. And then by the time he figured it all out and got things going, an even smaller device had come out that did it all for him. And that leads me into the little helicopters. There's a million little videos online about what some of the universities are doing with these little remote control helicopters. There's one that is out already. It's a couple $100, and you basically just point and tell it to go left, right, up, down, and it does what you want it to do. There's an app on your phone. You don't fly it, you just tell it which way to go, what to do. And that's what I want. They have one that'll follow you around. I don't know if it locks in on your phone or a little transmitter or what, but you walk around and you can tell it, stay 5 meters behind me and 5 meters up, that kind of thing. And you just have it follow you around, which is really slick. They have proximity alert, so it'll try to dodge things so it won't just, smack into a wall. It'll try to avoid that stuff while it's flying. That's just amazing. And these things are under $1,000. I'll have to track down the links. The one I saw was actually a little more than $1,000, but oh man, they're just so cool. If I bought one of these things, I don't do anything interesting. I don't do sports. I don't really ride bicycles even. What I would want to do though is ride a bicycle, and when people cut me off of my bike, use it in your court of law and just have an overhead point of view, so I could go into court and say, look what this jerk did to me, cut me off. Just have the thing follow me around, and people try to run me over, get them in trouble. It'd be a lot better than a dash cam, I think. I imagine a day when these things will be buzzing behind vehicles, and that'll be your dash cam. Instead of having one of these guys, which are the standard nowadays, you'll have one of these little choppers flying behind you, filming everything you do so that you can have it for court. What got me thinking about this again was I watched this guy who's a repo guy, and he's in Utah. I'll see if I can leave a link. What he does, he was involved in a lawsuit. Well, he's been doing this for decades. He's been in it forever. He's actually my age. But he was involved in a situation where he got hurt by somebody who didn't want to have their vehicle repoed. He got basically hit by their car. But it was my word against their word kind of thing, and he couldn't prove that they actually attacked him with their car. So now he videos everything. He's got cameras all over his truck. He's got cameras on his person, and everything's shooting video all the time, even when he's just driving around. So yeah, no more of that kind of crap. He has a bunch of guys who work for him, and all of them, you film everything you do, top to bottom. He puts some of his stuff up on YouTube just for grins, but he says there's a lot more footage that doesn't go up. But I can just see that guy firing off a couple of these little drones that just circle around and video everything that goes on while he's doing one of these repos, because you got to be on your toes when you're doing repo. You can't just let people walk out and stand between you and in the car. People run out and get in your way, and and throw themselves under the car and try to sue you, that kind of crap. You got to be on your toes. People are so sue happy nowadays. But yeah, I can just see this guy having 2 or 3 of those things buzzing around. That'd be something else. Now, there's one question though that I have about these drones, especially privately owned ones, or police, for this question. Right now, I don't think it's illegal to park one of these things, just hover, say 50 meters off the ground above a public street, just right in front of somebody's house. So if I had one of these things that could hover for, a week, say maybe they have miracle batteries or something, what would stop me from doing this to somebody if I was trying to catch them going in and out of their house? The laws are a little fuzzy on that, so I don't know. Maybe we need to start thinking about those kinds of laws, because all it would take is the ability to hover for a decent length of time, and you could just park one of these things somewhere and surveil whatever you wanted. Have it follow somebody else around. That would not be fun. Have somebody you don't even know following you around one of these stupid drones. I would not be pleased with that. But I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments.